What is up, guys? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you guys aren't, please subscribe, like, and share. Today we have an amazing creative entrepreneur from Kazakhstan, Arken Avan. He is one of the most influential people on social media based on photography in New York City. He started his career
Don't
in
overrate me.
Times
Don't overrate.
Square. We're giving you the credits that's due to you, brother.
Thank you.
But he was also invited to the White House to capture the President Obama.
It was just an additional thing to capture, but it's not like his portrait. But it was like.
But you did
just part
capture
of the,
President Obama. You were
I did.
invited to the White House, and you also photographed multiple celebrities.
A lot. Some of them I didn't know they are celebrity because they were from different countries.
Yeah.
And when they tag me next day, and you wake up plus, let's say 2,000 followers, yo, where is these people coming from? And then you realize because
so people tagged you, and then you realize, oh, they're like
because most of the time I capture strangers on the street, right? When it's not the booked photo shoot, and I don't ask them what they do, or are they famous or not. So my job is to give them beautiful moment, capture that shot,
I see.
Yeah, that's
great. So. I've been following you for I think a year and a half now.
Yeah.
If not more. If not more. It was crazy how I started seeing your post blow up. It was one of it with the Russian rapper hip hopper. And then it was crazy comments. I started reading the thing, and I'm a creative entrepreneur too. I work with celebrities and influencers on social media, and then I felt your caption that was speaking to me or speaking about me, and I was like, God damn, I'm gonna comment about this. I don't know what I commented. I got way too many replies on that comment, and then it's
tell me more.
It's not it's not a secret, but I dated a girl from your comment section. Guys, so
should I create a dating app probably?
Tinder.
Tinder 2?
Tinder 2, yeah. Tinder 2.0. Honestly, I didn't have much success on Tinder, but with the comment section on your Instagram page, just definitely got me a date. It was pretty incredible.
Oh, didn't know.
If you're watching this, I think she probably is because she followed you.
Hi.
Hi. We only dated for 2 weeks. That wasn't a huge deal, but let's get back to your story. What part of Kazakhstan are you from, and how did you grow up? What's your background?
Well, technically, I was born. Let's say maybe you too. No, technically, I was born in Soviet Union in the
USSR.
Kazakhstan, yeah.
You were born in '88.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a part of USSR, and of course, you're a little kid. You don't know where you're growing, and then in 3 years, it's Kazakhstan. So everything changed. So
how old were you when Kazakhstan was established? As independent.
Maybe 3 years old. I was a kid. I don't know. I grew up in one country, and I was born in one country, and then I started growing up in a totally different country. You know what I mean?
That's how it felt for you.
I mean, right now I feel when I look back, I was a kid. I didn't know what is USSR, what is Kazakhstan. For me, it was there's no borders. Let's say, right?
I see.
But when you look back right now, things change so fast in the world. You was born in one country.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've seen infrastructure in Kazakhstan. Someone was posting on TikTok. It was oh, the city that you never knew about. There are pyramids. There's this and there's this. It's middle of the earth. It's in Kazakhstan. And then they were showing Astana or Nur Sultan.
A promo video.
It was
Is it promo?
It wasn't promo. It was
Americans
making a video.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It
was TikTok that I was seeing.
Interesting.
But I have a question. So were you grown up in a creative family? Were you both of your parents?
Not at all.
Creative?
My mom. My parents were divorced. But my mom was a teacher in a college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my dad. Well, he was a creative. I think he was an artist. He was an artist. He was doing photography too, but not but just as a hobby probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know him much because they were divorced. So
I see.
Yeah. I grew up.
So
with my mom.
how old were you when they split up?
I think I was a kid, maybe 3, 4, 4 maybe, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So when did you develop this love for photography? Have you been doing it since you were like young age?
Or like when you were when you're in the school, you always like see all these cameras because I always had this pocket camera, you know, just taking picture of anything, probably on automatic mode. Even films, yeah. Even those like you know, like the cameras when you use one time and just throw it away.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was not like, oh, I want to make money on photography. No, nothing like that. It's just a hobby. Everyone's taking pictures.
Exactly.
You know, like it's something that it's one of the best hobbies. You capture the moment and then it stays forever.
But
like
the first memory you have with the camera, how old were you?
6, 7, yeah.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Wow, so you've been into cameras for a very long time.
Yeah, but not like using it every day. I don't remember like I haven't, but I remember the cameras. I really loved the cameras when I was like 7, 8 years old. When I was just went to the school.
Okay, so was that your main hobby, like growing up, or did you play other sports?
Baseball. I love baseball in Kazakhstan. Can you imagine?
No way.
Yeah.
I found out what baseball was when I came to America. Like
baseball was in Kazakhstan, and I played baseball. Yeah, wow. You don't see that in Borat, right?
You don't see that in Borat. Yeah. By the way, the Borat was so falsely portrayed about Kazakhstan, because I remember, if you guys don't know, but when I was younger, before coming to America, me and my parents got our visas from Kazakhstan, Almaty.
Mm-hmm.
We went there. Honestly, from like a small, I'm from Samarkand. That's like a small village. It's not a village. I'm from the city, but it's not like crazy big city. You know what I mean? And I went to Almaty. It was futuristic for me. Like the cars were Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, like all the new cars on the road in 2005. And then coming to America, I found out about Borat like a couple of years later, like maybe in 2009. I'm like, yo, dude, like this is not Kazakhstan. This is not how I remember Kazakhstan. But I mean, people try to get political and try to make fun of other countries to just like tickle their tummy. You know what I mean? But that's who Sacha Cohen. What's his name? Sacha Baron Cohen.
I was gonna say Sacha Borat Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. He's doing amazing stuff with his career. We wish the best for his new upcoming film. But let's get back to you. When did you come to America? Like,
so I came here for the first time when I was 23. Mm-hmm. I have won video contest from Coca-Cola. I shot the video on a pocket camera.
Okay.
I'm not a videographer, but I had all computer. It was really, really slow.
So how did that go? Like, were you in school competing for something?
No, it was just like a competition for anyone. It was like Coca-Cola promo. So make a video, make a fun video, and then you can win trip to New York City. You know what I mean?
And where did you post that?
On their website, so you have to upload the video. Yeah, submit the video. But the thing is, everyone was submitting videos from the universities, from shopping malls, and all of them were the same Coca-Cola background.
Yeah.
You just go into the cabin, they dance, they have fun, and that's it. But what I did, I pick up the guitar, I pick up 3 chords because I didn't know how to play, and I sang that song on the street, did some editing stuff, dancing stuff, you know what I mean? Like TikTok
like
in the beginning. Yeah. And it was like 3 minutes video. I edited for maybe like 2 days, not sleeping, and I just submitted it. And then in like 2 weeks. So, hi Arken, you're in the best 30 videos, but you're not winner yet. Please wait. I was like, sure, wow, in the best 30. I was like, how many videos? Like 16,000. I said, wow, cool.
Holy damn, 16,000 submissions.
I was like, wow, okay. And then you see 16,000 same background.
Same background.
And it was only like 5 videos who did like a video editing.
They spend their time editing.
Simple, but it was cool. And then like in another week, you're a winner. Do you have a passport? I was like, I don't have a passport. I didn't have a passport. I was like, damn it. And so it takes usually 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was walking around like all these like places where you get the passport, try to bribe people. I was like, I'll pay you money. Can you give me the faster? Like, no, sir.
Tell me about it.
No, sir.
I've had the same issues back home. Like, it's called passport install, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they give you such a hard time getting the passport. I remember going back home, like spending like a month just staying there to like get our passports renewed. But you got your passport within 2 weeks.
3 days.
In 3 days.
Surprisingly, because I paid the fastest one possible. It was like a week long.
Yeah.
And I went there in 3 days, and I was like, "Is there my passport?" Like, let me check. There's a new like box. Let me check. Oh yeah, I see your passport. Like, yo, oh my god. Because the Coca-Cola, they gave me like only like a week, so I can give them my passport information, so they can apply for a visa.
Uh huh.
I was like, yo, I don't have enough time, you know, like, and I was so happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you got your visa.
Yeah, I got my visa. I came here for 5 days.
I see.
And yeah, I was here for 5 days and went back to Kazakhstan. But came back later, 2 months later.
So you came here for 5 days
for the first time.
For the
That's
first
how
time.
I got my first opportunity to be here, and
that was in 2011.
yeah,
You came straight to New York, or did you
straight to New York.
Straight to New York. So what did you think about it? Like coming here and going back. Like what kind of feelings you
my
had?
mind was like twisted, like, oh my god, because in Kazakhstan everything, even though it's a beautiful city, beautiful country, everything moves so slow. You know, people like to do things. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything is so like
slow pace.
When you come here and over there, you feel like everybody's looking at you, watching you, judging you. Here, like nobody cares. You came to New York, nobody even looking at you. They bump into you, excuse me, and they walk. I was like, wow, this is such an amazing city. That energy, you know, like
the energy is crazy.
Yeah, and it was amazing. Like when I came back there. And you know, here people try to be nice. Even though New York is not nicest city regarding the people, they can get mad or aggressive. But after coming back from New York to Kazakhstan, you bump into someone, nobody say excuse me. You say excuse me, they look at you like are you crazy? Why you say excuse me? People like to get into the fight instead of saying excuse me or be nice to each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
people are confrontational back home.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to go back to New York City at least for a week. I just want to run away from here. This place is just for me. It was like very big contrast.
Exactly, especially after coming and seeing United States. But where were you studying before you came to
law school?
US? Law school?
Yeah, and I was a lawyer for 6-7 months. And
so
I didn't
you graduated from law school?
I didn't graduate, but I was able to get a job. They didn't even ask my diploma. I don't know why, but I got the job.
You got a job?
I got a job without diploma.
I see. So your law degree was basically in Kazakhstan. It was only applicable to the past US. It wouldn't work here.
Yeah.
Obviously, you came back here, and then 2 months later, like, what changed? You came here. What opportunities did you see for yourself? What did you do for a living?
Since I came here for the first time as a visitor, and my plane was my airplane, my hotel was paid by Coca-Cola. When I came back here for the by myself on my own money, that was the reality hit me. Like,
that's a lot of money.
That's it. That's different. I have to find a job, and I was sleeping in Central Park because I only had like $300 or $400 with me, and I spent.
You were sleeping in Central Park?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I woke up in Central Park on second day. I opened my eyes and I see that there's a Essex house or some sign.
Yeah, the Essex.
I was like, oh, did I fall asleep in my hometown? Because there are some beautiful places in Almaty in Kazakhstan. I was like, oh, I gotta go home, and I see I'm in fucking New York. I was like, what am I doing? I don't have any money. Like, I don't have like $150, $200.
No
I was like, no way. Same day, next day, I found a job as a delivery guy.
Okay.
And I found a hostel. So I slept in a hostel. Whatever I make, I paid for a hostel.
Okay.
And it was difficult. It was difficult for me.
I haven't heard that story yet.
It's a short. I tried to be short,
but that's surprising. So that was beginning. Like how many days after you flew into America you were sleeping in Central Park? Like,
first day I spent somewhere in Brighton Beach. I paid him $15 for a guy.
Yeah.
And I left my luggage with him. And next day he called me, Arken, I'm sorry, but I'm renting this room for a month to someone else. But you're free to come to take a shower. Yeah. Or leave your luggage if you want to, if you're looking for some other apartment.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool, but there was nowhere to sleep now. And I didn't know the city. There was no things like Instagram. It was just starting, you know. And most
everything was starting right now.
A phone with the buttons, not smartphones.
Blackberries.
Yeah, and I had to go to Apple Store, contact people there, and make deal with them to meet somewhere, and they would never come, or you know what I mean. It's hard to get in contact.
So, wow. Okay, I'm pretty shocked right now.
It was different story.
I wasn't expecting this story. So, how long? So basically, you were homeless for how long?
2 days? 3 days, yeah.
And then you just got back on your feet and then started
But
working?
I would say I was homeless until I found at least a room, because hostel, when you live in a hostel, you feel like you're homeless too.
Yeah.
Because in those hostels were not those official hostels from like booking.com, whatever it is.
It's shady Chinatown.
Yeah, you come home and then you can find your socks, your personal belongings. It was bad. Like it was.
Oh wow.
That's what homeless
crazy.
means.
So you started your job as delivery guy?
A delivery guy in Manhattan. I was delivering ice cream. I was so surprised. Why would you order ice cream for as a delivery. It would melt, right?
Yeah.
So I was delivering ice cream.
Well, you might not know what you were delivering, but
Yeah. So
I was watching this show yesterday on YouTube. The guys like. They were drug dealers, obviously. You know, they were like, "Oh, we got bikers around New York City to deal us drugs, and then we used to give them an envelope, and there would be like drugs inside, you know." And then the bikers wouldn't know. They just go, they just give the thing, and then they move on with their day. But it was a great documentary. The guy now runs like a fitness center in Manhattan, but whatever. That's for a different story. So after delivery, what kind of jobs did you start looking
for? After delivery, I started just picking up anything I want, anything I can, because I got fired actually when I was working as a delivery guy. Yeah. The owner of the store, didn't like that I wanted to put some nice music in his store because it was so dead quiet.
Yeah.
It was just like boring. Like,
it was a boring
honestly,
scene.
Yeah. It was a boring scene. I was like, gonna put some music, and you know, there is a Russian social media where you can play music.
Yeah.
Let me play some music, and he saw that I'm using the social media. He said, "I'm paying you $5 an hour."
Yeah.
And you like in social media, I said, "Sir, I'm trying to put music," and my English was so bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain myself. He's like, "You know what, my friend, go home."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, these are some of the stories that like real American kids who were born here, the struggles. They don't understand that like immigrant lifestyle. Everybody obviously has their own struggles, but not having to speak a language and coming to a different country, it's really hard.
To survive.
And survive. That's the biggest battle that a person can go through. And right after that, so you did like many odd jobs.
Like a busboy, whatever it is. You know, most of the time people will take me will give me a job, but the main question, can you bring a social security tomorrow or work authorization? That's what everything stops because I didn't have any papers.
You didn't have any paperwork.
I needed a cash job, and I would go to Brighton Beach to work as a delivery guy, or not delivery, as a busboy, whatever it is.
Wow.
And then and then I found a good job in a hookah bar through my friends.
I see. So where was that hookah bar?
Hookah bar was in East Village, First Street, First Avenue.
So you worked in the city.
I'm not advertising you guys. I'm sorry, but but that was a nice place, honestly.
Nice place.
To be honest, that day I was off when I found that job. I had a friend. His name was one of the famous people in Russia. You know, Nikita Presnikov. He's his grandmother is Alla Pugacheva. He's like a super famous.
Pugacheva, I know.
Yeah. So one of the guy. He was my friend. He's like super famous, right? Like, Arken, let's go to smoke hookah. I said, Nikita, to be honest with you, I'm not rich like you. I'm just trying to survive. I just came here like a week ago. I need not a week. I just came here 2 weeks ago. I need to find a job. He was like, let's go to hookah bar. I'm gonna pay everything. Today is everything on me. I went to the hookah bar, and the lady was asking me, hey guys, do you know someone you want to help us? You know, as a for hookah, whatever, making hookah, serving people. I was like, I'm ready, and I started working next day. So
no way
for a year and a half. But it was a good place to work. Yeah,
I have my personal stories too. Like I also worked like many odd jobs like you have. I've done I've done a delivery. The first job that I had was flyers.
Giving flyers?
Flyers on the cars, flyers on the buildings. I started with my friend Izzy. We're like 13. No, we're like 14. We used to go to stores like, oh, you guys have
I came here when you were 14.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was 22, so, yeah.
14, and then we started doing that, and then I started doing moving jobs, moving company, and then started doing busboy, waiter, and then, I've kept busboy and waiter job for like, until I was maybe 20. Yeah, 20, and then I started doing Uber and all these like crazy jobs, you know? I've done Uber, Yellow, cabs, like
really?
all these jobs. Yeah,
wow.
I've done it all.
I don't have that experience.
Yeah,
I think we should make video about you, not about me for sure.
It's fine, but it's more interesting about you.
Yeah.
But then before I started my creative process with the videos and stuff, I worked for a billionaire. He was treating me like his son. Everything was great. My paycheck was awesome. But my motivation to create content and making videos was going down. And I was like, you know what? Like, and then the pay was good. Like, I was getting paid as much as like some of the accountants that make in the city.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I have to go and hunt for my own bread. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And then I can't just like be here and be like a soft boy and just like depend on this for the rest of my life, because they had other driver that worked with them. and then he worked with them for 30 years. I'm like, am I gonna end up working for this family for 30 years, or am I gonna go and chase my dreams down? So I finally did that. So what made you, like, how long did you spend in the hookah bar working?
Maybe over a year. Yeah,
Over
year and a half maybe.
Yeah,
That was the best place to improve your English, even though even now it's not perfect. But then they gave me the job, and 2 days they told me, Arken, your English is so bad, bro. Like, we'll give you another week, just work as a helper, you know,
helper,
but don't talk to clients yet.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
good.
I was like, yeah, sure, but I'll be helping, and I'll start improving. Just changed my language in the phone immediately to English. Everything possible. I started working.
That's
in
amazing.
English,
So you put yourself in a environment where you had to be forced to learn the language. That's great, because some of the people that are arriving now, especially from my country, we're neighboring countries, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan.
Mm-hmm.
They hang out with the same people that they hung out with, like, back
it's easier.
home. You know what I mean?
It's easier.
But it's not gonna help you.
It's not gonna
in the
help
long
you.
run.
Yeah, of course,
In the
not
long
at all.
run. So, and then So what made you quit that hookah bar job?
First, it was 15 hours work every day.
15
Almost.
hours
I used to
work?
work like 6 days a week, you know, and it's not just 15 or 12 hours a day. You have to clean, you have to prepare, you know, and then you take a subway, and you don't even sleep, and you don't see daylight at all.
Oh, wow.
And I started dating with a girl. We actually started living together so quick, and just in a week as we met each other.
Okay.
And I was like, I wanted to see her too. I was deeply in love, let's say, and I needed to find something like, you know, that will probably make me same money but less hours.
Yeah.
And I decided to, when I was on Times Square, I saw this guy is making sketches, you know, of people.
Yeah.
And just in 10 minutes making like $30. I was like, wow, okay. And I was literally looking at them, and they making getting a lot of clients to doing that. I was like,
For sketching.
I'm gonna learn. I was like, I'm gonna learn sketching. But photography wise, don't forget, I was still into photography. I love photography. I was taking pictures not for money.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me try to make money on the street. And I was practicing on my girl. Doing sketches. And one day I was like, I'm ready. I went to Times Square. I bought the chair. I bought the stand. Like promo pictures of not my pictures, just someone John Lennon sketches, whatever. And for a week I made $5.
The whole week.
One lady gave me $5 just to be nice. She's like, I want to support you, but it doesn't look like me. All the sketches look like my girlfriend.
All the sketches
all
look
of
like
them.
your girlfriend.
And I was like, how can I do to get more clients? Because even I was not even getting a lot of clients too, like either. I got I got ticket from police officer for vending over ventilation. I didn't know the rules, you know. And then like, okay, I got to do something, and I always had my camera with me because it's my hobby, right?
Yeah.
And I see the couple is coming. I took their picture. Click, click, click. I was like, guys, you
The
look
couples.
so beautiful.
The couples. Okay.
And my technique was already there. Like my camera was me. I'm here. I'm a photographer, not the artist.
So you wanted to take a picture
to get them for sketches, to sell them sketches.
But they wanted the picture.
I couldn't imagine, how can I sell pictures, like, come on, right? Like this on the street?
Yeah.
It's weird. It sounded weird for me because how would I send them those pictures, right? Or printing the pictures?
That was the question.
I don't want to. And then like I showed them the picture, and I said, guys, you want to sketch it? They're like, no, we don't want sketches. We want pictures. Like, which picture? The one you took right now. I was like, right.
Damn.
Here's the product.
Here's a product that's in demand right now.
Here's a product they would keep it forever. It's a memory. Yeah, that's how I sold in my first picture.
I see. So how did the process go? You sending the picture? You went home, or like?
They were like, no, we want the picture. I said, I'm sorry guys, I'll be able to send you later, not right now, because I'm an artist. I do sketches.
Yeah.
I was still trying to get them for sketches.
Yeah.
They're like, we're ready to pay you. Like, I said, how much you want to pay for the pictures? Like, I can sell that picture too. Like, right? I need money.
Yeah.
And they're like, $70. I was like, in myself, I was like, $70. Oh my God. I was like, sure, yeah, but they're like, and they go 60. I said, why 60?
You just said 70.
I said, yeah, and I start bargaining too. They're like, we need $10 to get back to New Jersey. I was like, okay, sure, yeah, but I'll send you later. Okay, yeah, sure. I took the money, they email and send it later. Yeah. And I've been doing it for.
Do you still have that
picture
contact with those
couples? I don't think so. Maybe somewhere in email.
So they were your first.
Yeah, I would probably look. Good idea. I should look for it.
Yeah, I should probably contact them in the future. Like, just like, hey guys, just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
You guys were my first customers. Because like those customers are kind of, how can I say, they're the stepping stone to whatever you start in the journey.
But it's not the end. As soon as I pull out my camera, 42nd Street, it's usually pre-pandemic, usually a busy area. Everybody, photographers, artists, anybody, you know. and there was like a 30 or 40 photographers making prints. They have boxes, they take your picture,
Yeah.
and then they print it out. They're like, oh, yo, you're a photographer too, let's go work with us, like we're gonna teach you. I said, why you teach me? Okay, I don't need any.
Yeah, you already know your stuff. Yeah.
But I was like, okay, let's work together, and they're like, it looks like you already know what you're doing. Like, just we're gonna give you printer, we're gonna give you paper, we're gonna give you box, you just share with us 50%.
Yeah.
I was like, let's try. So next day I started trying to do these pictures with printing, photos.
Yeah.
But there was no way to capture the moments. I had to invite people, guys, photos,
Yeah.
one picture. It was bad, But I was making money, but I didn't like it.
You didn't like
And
it,
there was so much competition. I was like, why would I stand with them if I can just walk around the streets?
Yeah.
And I started working around the streets in just a month or two, doing what I do, that captured the moment. And there was nobody doing it.
Nobody was doing it?
Nobody. It was
really
no one.
So you were the
Everybody
only one.
was on 42nd Street. Everybody was on 42nd Street making prints because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
One picture, $25, $30, $40, and from one client you make $200. It's just a street, street sales. Nothing.
I see. But you just went a step ahead. You went to the Times Square itself.
Yeah,
and you started just photographing people.
Yeah, so I decided to go away from 42nd Street because it's so busy. Everybody's there, It's like everyone's
Too much going on.
I went to Broadway. It's empty. There's no photographers.
Yeah.
I was like, it's me. It's alone. I can capture anyone I want, any corner. Yeah, and I started doing that and sending pictures from home because there was no Wi-Fi cameras then.
Yeah.
No SD card readers, or there was SD card reader that didn't work on iPhone actually.
Yeah.
And someone recommended me this SD card called iFi card. Okay. So it's like Wi-Fi SD card. You connect it to your phone, it works as Wi-Fi. Start sending right to spot.
So you started doing that job.
Yeah.
And so what was the process, and when did you felt like you grasped that job and that was your
For
niche?
me it was still like just making some extra money, because because you're not selling pictures every time for $70-$80.
Exactly.
People don't want to pay $5 either, but it's a street.
Yeah.
Soon I realized it's not gonna be everyday job, maybe just some extra because it's still street.
Exactly.
Nobody knows you. You're some guy how many people work on Times Square? They're trying to sell CDs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was doing that, but later I realized it's not just about making money. It's about meeting people.
It's meeting different people.
Yeah. Every time you meet someone, you learn. Someone from Italy, the other guy from Saudi Arabia. You learn their manners. What kind of city they from. How about their characters, about their attitude, culture, everything. You're more learning than making money. I was making money. $20, $30, anything.
I see.
Yeah.
So, but when did you feel that this is the moment, I made it. This is my block. You know what I mean?
When you keep doing it every day. When you feel like people coming back and see you. Hey, Arken, you took our picture. Or
persistence.
Yeah, and then or in a few months you meet someone in a coffee shop somewhere in a different area. They're like, oh, you took our picture, and they show you the wallpaper on the iPhone. I was like, ooh, that's so cool. Even so though I sold it very cheap, it was so cool, and they remember you. I was like,
that's great.
They remember you. It's like a good marketing. Like, oh, that's the guy from Times Square. He took pictures.
That's
and
great.
Another part where start people inquiring you about more things like weddings or proposal.
I see.
And yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask the highlights of your career. One of the top highlights. Would you say that broke you into the industry of photography on Instagram and made your name out there? What do you think?
First of all, I still don't think I still don't consider myself as a successful photographer or one of the best. But I just do what I love.
Obviously, we like to. I remember listening to a podcast. A lot of people, men especially, underestimate themselves.
I don't underestimate myself, but I don't feel it.
In general, I'm saying men. Women overestimate themselves.
Oh, really? Oh,
there was
I should listen to your podcast.
There was a podcast that I was listening to. I don't know. It was maybe Joe Rogan. Maybe it was somebody else. I can't tell which podcast it was, but it was something like that. Men really underestimate themselves. Women just overestimate themselves.
Because we want to accomplish more.
Exactly. Yeah. So, let's get to that story. I guess you have many stories to tell. I want you to be able to tell those stories that you want to actually share. That's not usual for public to hear. So I guess I want the not negative stories. Obviously, they're
good
positive stories.
Sure.
Obviously, all of us have mountains tops to
Of course,
climb, but we also go down, up and down. That's how life is. But let's talk about the highlights and one of the best moments. So obviously, one of it was getting invited to the White House.
Yes.
To shoot, and that was by the Obama administration, right?
Yes, it was 2015, and I received my Instagram was not big, it was just the page. It was like beautiful pictures, 20,000 followers.
Yeah.
And some guy messaged me like, hi Arken, I saw you on Times Square once last year, about a year ago, and I work in the White House now.
Yeah.
It's already started like sounding weird, like White
Weird,
House.
yeah,
Why
the
would
White
they
House.
invite me to the White House? Who am I to invite me to the White House? And I read the message. He says like, we have a special event where all the restrictions will be lifted of taking pictures of some rooms or something like that. It was some.
So you can come and take pictures.
Yeah, and they said we have some influencers coming. I was like, I didn't respond to the message immediately because it was weird for me. I thought this was a scam or something. And 2 days I started looking for this guy by his name. I see he's really working in the White House, and I messaged him back. He said, "Hey man, you want to come? To the White House? Like, it will be cool." Sorry, 1 second. You want to come to the White House? It will be cool. I said, sure, yeah. And he goes like, just want to make sure, are you a citizen? I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't even have any passport or ID.
Yeah.
Because when immigration came to my house to arrest me for overstayed. Well, immigration came like 2 years before that to get me to the detention center.
Wow.
Because I overstayed my visa, but I didn't break any law or anything.
So they knew where you were staying, and then they
yeah,
just came
and they were nice to me. They just took passport. They said, "Arken, we're gonna take passport before the court proceedings, whatever."
So you didn't have passport?
Nothing, not at all. I only had my expired ID from Kazakhstan in Russian. So it was not English letters. Yeah. And I told him no, and I have this. And then let me check back with.
That feels like a Borat story to me.
It is, yeah. It is. It is.
Today I'm going to the White House. I don't have passport.
I have an
expired. No passport, just expired ID. And was your passport written in Cyrillic or the
My passport was seized.
No, not the passport.
The
ID.
Cyrillic, yeah, Cyrillic.
So they can't even read.
Anything,
they can read your actual
but
name.
But that's not the problem. I started speaking like Borat now. That's not the problem. There was not a problem. The problem was when he said, "Okay, let me check back with Secret Service."
Yeah.
When he said the word Secret Service, I was like, damn, why did I even respond to this email? I didn't even make my purpose in order yet. I was like, that's it. I was like, okay, here's my information. He said, all I need your passport number, if you have your visa number, picture, anything, and we can take care of that. And in 1 day he said, yeah, Arken, we can come. Just bring any ID you have.
Holy shit. Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Is this is crazy story. So a guy here who's a photographer in New York City, overstayed visa, doesn't have papers, has mastered his craft, is being contacted by the Obama administration.
That was insane. That was unbelievable.
Then the guy that doesn't have papers, and then he gets invited to the White House to take pictures. The White House. I'm not saying the outside the White House.
Inside.
I'm not saying outside the gate. I'm talking about the inside. That's insane.
I was standing in the front of the White House. They also, when I arrived there, they gave me an envelope. It was your Instagram name, New York Faces, and inside there was pictures of Obama dogs, Bo and Mo. I think the two dogs, and a picture of them. I was like, wow! And I'm standing right on the front entrance, looking around from inside, where the tourists taking pictures from outside. I was like, I don't even have papers. I don't have anything, and I'm standing in the White House. And Obama, I knew Obama was on the second floor. I was like, dude, and I was gonna leave because I didn't know other people there, other influencers. And the guy comes up to me, the Secret Service, like, "Are you Arken New York Faces?" I think they know everybody who's currently inside. They're like, "Are you New York Faces?" I said, "Yeah." "Would you like to meet Mr. President, or you want to take a picture?" I was like, "Yes, sir. Yeah, sure."
No way.
He was like, "But how is it?" He said, "I don't know yet, but if you would like to see or take his picture, you can stay here for another hour, just walk around, or you can go out and come back. You want to go out or stay?" I said, "I want to go out and get some coffee and come back." I was shaking. I didn't know how it was gonna be, shaking hands or just from distance.
So you actually met him?
No, it was from distance. In the end, I went outside and they let me in second time. So I've been there twice basically. Okay. At the same day, I came back and he was just getting off from back door. To go to the helicopter. So we took pictures.
And you took that picture. I saw that picture.
Yeah.
That's
not
insane.
my meeting, but it was still cool, being in the backyard.
That is insane.
Yeah.
This is what I talk about. Like when you work like with your craft, you master your craft. It doesn't matter what kind of a human being you are. You're still accepted by the society. You know what I mean? You just need to like overcome your fears and failures and just like keep moving on with whatever craft that you have, and then just keep moving, and then people eventually will recognize you and give you the credit that it's due for your work.
Yep.
And
I
that's
just started
insane.
then. Like it was only 2 years since I started taking pictures. I was still Times Square photographer, just taking pictures for.
And then you went back after that White House event, and then still taking pictures.
Yeah, still because I realized when you treat people the same,
Yeah.
like when you don't ask them, hey, is your account, is your Instagram verified or not? Like when you don't care how much followers they have, that's when you get the really good like feedback. What is called
And most of your pictures were like featured in so many like newspapers and articles.
Yeah,
and
even
stuff like
that's
that,
what.
right?
Yeah, sometimes I take picture of couples and I don't ask them where they like what they do. I just take picture. Hey guys, this is a picture. If you like to get it, here you go. And then next morning they tag you, realize it's like one of the most famous singer and like soap opera actress from Venezuela. And you're like, whoa. And
oh, wow.
Oh, my God. And all of their fans and friends, they come to meet me. And then you take picture of some kids, and then they tell you, oh, you took picture of... Oh, by the way, I took picture of kids from Mexico.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, they're scrolling my Instagram. And they go like, oh, wow, you took picture of President Obama. I said, yeah. And then they go like, would you like to take picture of our president in Mexico? I said, yeah, sure, but I have to learn Spanish for this. And we're just like, I'm transferring the photos, taking the whatever money they're paying me. And I go like, just to keep up the conversation, I said, oh, maybe you're his kids or daughter? And it was just a joke. She said, yes, I am. I said, oh, cool, okay. Yeah, but I mean, still joke. Yeah, everything is a joke.
Yeah.
And I followed them on Instagram, and then later I was like, let me check. Who's the president of Mexico? I say, EPN, Enrique Peña Nieto. And I go there, I see this guy's faces.
Yeah.
And I still treat them the same as I met them on the street. I don't treat them, oh my God.
Yeah.
I always treat the people the same.
But
it was surprise. And I had a lot of surprises like this. Sometimes, like, my mom used to know, hey, my mom calls me and tell me, that guy, he follows you. And there was David Guetta, I think, a DJ.
Oh,
said,
David Guetta, yeah.
He unfollowed me then, but maybe it was some promotion, unfollow thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he said, this people follows you. And it was always surprised when like
that was insane. Yeah, I had similar stories, but not with me personally.
Yeah.
Recently, I was on a trip. Not recently. It was almost a year ago, December of 2019, before COVID hit. We were shooting a music video with my friend Natan, and then he hired this DP. His name is Darren, I think. Darren Miller. His name is Darren Miller. He's worked with Post Malone, with all these famous people. And then I was like checking out his Instagram. I was like, hey, what's your Instagram? And then went to his Instagram. I'm like, oh, dude, you have no idea who follows you. I told him. He was like, who follows me? And I was like, MKBHD. He was like, the guy who reviews all the cell phone stuff, and then tech stuff. And he's like, no way. I'm like, yeah. And then he started following MKBHD back. Like, it was a crazy story, but it's similar to yours, but it's not personal to me. I was there to like just see it. But for me personally, the way I've seen your work blew the hell up was through this Russian artist. I didn't even know he was famous.
Me too.
I didn't even know he was famous. It was all the girls that were like I was hanging out with. Teenagers. Not teenagers, but I was hanging out with the girls, and they're like, "Oh, this actor is an asshole. You know what he did to this photographer?" At this time, I was doing video guy. I was a video guy,
Oh, that's how.
And then I was like, no. And then they sending all these stuff on the Instagram, and then it was your post, and then your stuff, and I was like, dude, like, this is how I feel. I worked with so many influencers who have never credited for my work, and then you feel like
just the credit, it's just the attitude. Too.
The attitude too, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they treat you like you're not worthy of something. But thank God, like I had really low cases like that, like maybe one or two. But at most cases, like I was being respected. It was pretty cool. But them just like the thing is with a lot of the, how can I say, influencers or also creators, we also thrive on word of mouth or
of
or
course.
people just shouting you out on their pages, and
Yeah.
that's how we get our work, and then that's how we get known. Obviously, if that happens, we get a lot of jobs.
Yeah, just today I woke up in the morning. I see the followers coming from I don't know where.
Yeah.
Like, just I don't see likes. I only see followers coming. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on? And somebody sent me a message that I was featured on some 1.2 million page, verified. It's not fake. I see it's called Brights, whatever,
Yeah.
about weddings and couples.
Oh, brides, yeah.
I was like, whoa! I see all this photographer with huge following follows me. I was like, whoa, wait a second. And I didn't even pay anything. If they like
see.
your job, if you like your pictures, they share it.
What I've realized with the craft, once you start following your passion, you have to like keep going into that passion and not pay too much attention to the noise that goes
Absolutely
around you.
no, nothing. Especially from
Yeah.
your close friends, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Because
I wanted to talk about that, like the close friends thing. Like, you mentioned earlier. Can you start it off?
oh
Like,
yeah. When I was working in a hookah bar, like of course you meet a lot of new friends. Old
Yeah.
friends come to you. Oh, you work in a hookah bar, like whatever.
Yeah.
But when I just moved here, I'm very social, to be honest. I can go to any spot and make friends immediately.
Exactly.
But I
Same thing
started
with me, yeah.
using it more proper, not
Yeah.
using it all the time. Just try to focus more on the job and that. And when I started taking pictures, people would message me, Arken, where are you? Why you left the job? What are you doing? I said, on Times Square. Come if you want to. We can,
Yeah.
meet up. I'm always on Times Square. What are you doing there? Taking pictures. Why are you taking pictures there? Are you selling them on the street? Like, what is it? Like, why? Why you don't get a better job? Why you don't come back? You have to, it's not, it's street.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, maybe yes, and I was like, fuck that, no. Like, it's just what I do.
This is what I do. What I
had
like.
to stop and
Yeah.
push them a little bit, like to do like some steps back from them,
I see.
because I had to focus on my life, not what people
not what
wait
people
for
think
me.
or what people say.
Yes, and that time was that's the moment when you realize, because many people told me, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you taking pictures?
Oh yeah.
And like, they
That-
were stopping me.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, I think my career began that way too. Like, my parents were against it. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, videos? Is that even gonna feed you? You gotta do accounting. Because my mom was an accountant. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, this will pay you so much money. You're gonna inherit the business. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. They had the whole thing planned for me. But I'm like, this is my life. At the end of the day, like, I have to choose what I want to do. And in that process, I was living alone. I was sleeping on the floor in Kings Highway and East 15th. And I was living with an old guy, in his 50s.
Kings Highway? Okay.
Kings Highway, yeah. And then I started teaching myself how to edit videos and shoot. And I was like, honestly, that was the happiest moment of my life.
Because you loved it, right?
I love the grind. Even though it was hard times for me, looking back, it was really good moments for me. Because I've learned so much through that time. You learn who your friends are. The true friends are, and you learn who's a distraction and judge you from outside. What are you doing? Always judging you, and then draining your energy, and then not investing in you. And then you start realizing, what? Potentially, there are people who I don't know that are willing to do more for me than people I've known for all of my life. Sure. So, what is your perspective now with your business? What do you do now, and then where do you want to take it in the future?
Заэтался, блин. No, I was gonna say on Times Square, I think maybe conclude with I was gonna say that even though on Times Square, even though on Times Square I'm not selling it very expensive, not $700 whatever pricing is. I realized those people who you would meet on Times Square, who brings you real good gigs in the future,
exactly. That's how you get most of the gigs.
Yeah. So it's not just Times Square pictures. Right now, for last year, I've been there probably 15% of my time. But people still think I live there because of the Instagram, but
Exactly,
I go there 15-20% of the time. And
so now you're mostly booked with the clients with
different stuff,
with events and different stuff.
Mostly private shoots. Many people
Private
still
shoots.
love to come to Times Square, do mini shoots. They love the lights,
I see.
because the best option, especially for those who was first time in New York City, they want to do pictures there on Times Square.
But what is the future holding on to you based on New York City? Would you want to still continue living here, but after like all this COVID happened, or would you see yourself moving out of New York and like or like outside of New York, or just stay around this tri-state area?
New York, I would rather stay in New York,
You
but
like New York.
in the future, I went to California 2 months ago. I really liked it there. I like the vibes there. Maybe like California in the future, I don't know. But like with my job, I can really do it anywhere.
You can move
even different
locations.
country. I don't really like care.
Exactly.
I can do travel vlogs. I can shoot videos, photos. Really, I'm ready for whenever my destiny and my life takes me. Honestly.
Okay, so basically,
I'm open to new.
That's perfect way to put it, because we all say that we might have bigger plans, but bigger guy up there has bigger plans for us. So we might plan something, but things might go not the way we want, but even better than what we are expected to.
Nobody knew COVID is coming, right? Like 90% of photo shoots were canceled, or
you have no idea. Before 2020 began, I had this imagination for 2020. I'm like, this is gonna be the greatest year of my life. I'm gonna be partying like crazy, especially moving into the new apartment that we had with the roommates. I'm gonna spend like so much of my time having so much fun. And next thing you know, COVID hits, everything just turned. I think that happened for a good reason. Honestly, I will say why.
100%.
I was living with people who were spending a lots of money.
And you were spending too.
And then, like, they came from like a great family, wealthy family. I don't come from a wealthy family. I make my own bread, And then at that point, like hanging out with rich friends, they go out to, like for a lunch. They took me once for $1,200 for 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna spend that much. I already told them I'm not gonna spend that much money. All I can spend is like $100. I can put $100. And then they're like, bro, sure, come in. And then the thing is, that one hangout is just going to keep going to the second hangouts, this third hangouts, and you're going to go out to the nightclubs that you could probably never afford to go. And then you're like, you see yourself in the VIP tables with them like every other week. And then they're like, they have more crazy ideas, Let's go to Tulum to party. And then you're like, oh,
Tulum.
And then you look at your bank account, you're like, it doesn't say Tulum.
I can go to.
It says go eat some McDonald's, bro. That's what it says. And then the thing is, those influences just like keeps your goalposts moving from up to up. I mean, I'm not complaining. Obviously, I had one of the greatest years last year. Having fun hanging out, but I also learned my lesson that I stopped creating the content that I started creating, But hopefully we'll get back into it. Thank you, Arken, for spending the time with us here. Your time is very valuable to us, and hopefully
yours too.
You guys will like and share and subscribe, and check out Arken, his Instagram.
My YouTube too, but
Instagram and YouTube. I'll be linking everything below. And let's get more B-roll shots with Eson. And thank you, Eson, by the way. I'm going to link him below.
So let's do podcast with him now. Batteries.
Thank you. Subscribe.